Hey, John, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hold on. Hello, hello, hello.
All right, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, let's better if I switch to this one. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. We are live, I think.
Okay. So tonight we'll be talking about some good news that just came out of some cases that are being introduced and what has been passed and what's looking forward to pass. So I'll let you go with some of the victories that have just been basically like that we're starting to see come back
Sorry.
on.
Sorry. All right. I was just putting my kid to sleep, so I have my alarm still set. All
So
right. All right. So, which cases do you want to talk about?
let's start out with the New York case that's gone to the Supreme Court.
Okay, that would be New York versus that would be the New York Pistol and Rifle Association. Uh, that would be over the May issue status of. I'm going to switch my audio here. Hold on, it might be easier for me to hold this. One second. There it is. I got that speaker. Okay. All right, can you hear me now? All right,
Yes.
it's a lot better. Okay, that would be the New York Pistol Rifle Association versus um, the state of New York. They are suing over New York's pistol permit process, which makes it a may issue state instead of a shall issue state. They are suing over that. If they win, there is a chance that it can make every state a shall issue, because it would mean that may issue is not constitutional.
Which it is. I mean, it should even be like you need a permit to carry. You should just carry without a permit. Constitutional carry.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. And we're seeing constitutional carry maybe passing in Texas. It's very close to passing in Texas, and that would be a good thing.
Very good. Before we go on, there were two bills introduced here in Ohio: HB 227 and HB 62. HB 227 would make the whole state a 2A sanctuary, and HB 62 is trying to get permitless carry like Texas.
Yeah, I saw both of those bills. I don't really see them having much of a chance of passing.
Yeah, especially with Mike DeWine as our governor.
Yeah, but it's a good thing. You have to introduce bills.
We actually did get, I think it was standard ground law passed here in Ohio because of him.
Yeah, stand your ground law did pass in Ohio, but that's a little bit easier to pass than the concealed carry or
Right.
like the Second Amendment Protection Act.
Yeah. We Since we have Texas getting close to become a constitutional carry state, I'm starting to see more states introducing either preservation acts or constitutional carry, which is really good.
Yeah, it's something that I think would be very, very good. I'm gonna share out this link here on my Facebook to try to get a little bit more people in here. Actually,
Sure.
let me do this. I'll make a community post. See me live. And I hit the wrong button. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think that like either of the bills really have a chance in Ohio to pass.
They may not, but I have been calling my reps and senators and urging them to pass these
Yeah,
bills.
uh, um, well, that's one thing. A lot of people don't do that, and they really should.
Yeah, they think, oh, it'll never pass because of a governor or so. I could probably see maybe Illinois or California not passing them, but you still need to call them, even if they don't agree with you, is it can put pressure on them to kind of maybe say maybe we should vote for it, even if we don't agree.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, we have to do that. Um, but it's a process, right? So
It's a big process.
you have to keep on pushing and pushing and pushing,
Yes,
until you actually get it through.
that's right. Um, I seen Arizona had just introduced a Second Amendment Preservation Act for the entire state.
Yes, they did. But they they did do that, which is a very, very good thing there. And right now, I mean, that is the big thing that's crossing all states.
Yes, I seen North Carolina. It was either North or South where the governor vetoed constitutional carry, but passed open carry. But you have to cover your gun with a shirt, which is basically concealed carry without a permit.
Yeah, yeah. I thought that was kind of weird.
You know, when that video came out the other day, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. This doesn't make sense.
It's politics, man. Nothing makes sense in politics.
Nothing does.
I mean that's just politics for you, right?
Yeah. Keeping up with all the news going on, I'm starting to see Massachusetts had just introduced something where they're trying to put a zone down where the gun shop's trying to open next to a marijuana store.
Yeah, yeah. They're trying to prevent that. Like, how many people who go smoke up marijuana go shoot people? It's not very common, and it's kind of ridiculous. But it's something that they want to do. But they want to be able to um, stop like gun sales, no matter how they have to do it, and they will do whatever they need to do.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where they work on trying to prevent people from executing their God-given and constitutional right to bear arms.
That's right. I like the whole argument. Well, the Second Amendment says we're all regulating militia. Well, the
Well,
people,
well regulated meant something totally different there. Well regulated meant like well trained and well equipped, and so yeah. Plus, there's a comma there, so it's two different clauses anyway, and in it. And some people are like, oh well, that is that was a mistake. They didn't mean to hit the comment in there. And my answer is they didn't screw up anywhere else in the Constitution, but um, that one spot.
right?
It's like no, it's like no, that's not what happened there.
No, they intended for us to be the militia, not the National Guard, not the Army, not the Navy or the Marines, the regular citizens.
Yeah, well, they even said if you look at the militia clause, they laid out that people are the militia basically.
Yes,
Every able-bodied person is part of the militia.
and that was part of the Dick Act of 1907, I believe it was.
Yeah, yeah,
And I think part of that even said you had to have bearable weapons. So in that case, we should have RPGs, machine guns, all the cool stuff. I'm not saying, like a bolt action or a semi auto ain't cool. They are, but we should be able to have the same type of larger firepower.
yeah. I totally agree.
Yeah.
I
See, when,
I, I totally agree with that.
yes. No, when I look at like an M16 or an AR-15, I would still rather have semi-auto over full auto or burst to conserve ammo and be more accurate. But just because I don't really want a machine gun doesn't mean I want to see them restricted to certain people who can afford them. I believe you should be allowed to walk into a gun store and buy an M16 right off the wall with no federal paperwork.
I think you should be able to order it out of a Sears catalog.
That used to be a thing back in the 30s before the NFA, which was highly unconstitutional, and it still is today.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yes.
Yeah, it definitely is. And I would agree with that. That is highly unconstitutional. I think we need to get rid of it.
You know, Biden's already considering putting AR pistols with braces under the NFA. AR-15s, AKs, semi-automatics, mags over 10 rounds. How many of us would comply with that?
I mean, there's no way I would comply with that at all. That's just not what I do. I mean, I'm on record as saying I'm for non-compliance when it comes to new laws.
I'm for non-compliance too.
So there is that, and can't run from it. I've already said it on record. So
Now I know ATF has now issued a 90-day comment period. I don't know if it's up yet. I just keep hearing that they're going to be putting it out.
it's up. It's up. It's been up. If you have an article on email, and if you go to the bottom, there's a link to the comments.
I will get on there after that, after the show, and send in my comment. Be straightforward and polite.
Yep. There is also something else that's coming out that I can't talk about right now, because it's not my place to talk, for one thing.
Does it have to do with ghost guns?
No, it doesn't actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because that's the main thing right now. They're trying to make you have a serial number on your frame or receiver.
Yeah, well, that's for people. That mostly affects the sellers of the kits. So, but it's still bad.
Very bad.
I mean, it's still bad. Hopefully that we can defeat that.
Oh yeah,
But it tends to see if David Chipman gets in there, then I think we might be in a little bit of trouble.
yeah. I know they're still trying to nominate him, but I'm hoping the Senate can keep him off.
Yeah.
People say we have to wait till 2024 to get a new president in to stop gun control. I say next year. If we can take the House and Senate back, we have a better chance.
Yeah, we do. We definitely do have a better chance.
Because if we can at least get 2/3 of the political positions back federally, at least we have a chance at saying, "Oh, we can't." You know, Biden will try to use his orders, executive powers, but I think Congress would be able to block it, both Senate and House.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think it's gonna have to go to the courts.
Well, I'm hoping so because I just read today where the Supreme Court, or not Supreme, another court had struck down a. Oh, it was against Glock. Brady took Glock to court because of an incident back in 2018.
Yeah, I did see that.
So if we can get more judges like that out there to start fighting back right, we will be able to win.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. You got to get the judges to fight back.
Right.
You got to get the judges. I don't like going to court because you just never know what's going to happen, ever.
Right.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things where it could go your way or it could go totally bonkers and go totally off the wall and not really go your way. But you just never know, right?
Right. And as of right now, I know the Sixth Circuit ruled in our favor.
Yeah, yep. The Sixth Circuit did rule in our favor. Last night, the government went ahead and tried to go at what did they do? They basically they tried that they applied to get an en banc hearing. Sorry, I've been kind of out of it. I've had a headache all day, so
Yeah, I know what that's like when the weather changes for me. I get messed up, and it's just I understand.
yeah. So yeah, they try to get like an en banc hearing here. They didn't. I mean, and they haven't got it yet, but they might get it. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope they don't. I hope the courts will say you're not gonna get this en banc hearing and just toss it out.
Yeah, we will definitely see. Hold on for 1 second. My thing just opened up here. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna
Ah,
check. I'll be right back.
okay. Yeah, just let me know when you're back.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's definitely interesting what's going on in the country, and it's going to be one of those things where we're going to have to fight back.
Yes. And as of right now, I've been making calls to oppose any gun control and support pro-gun stuff.
Yeah, we definitely have to do that. I mean, one of those things where it's just you
Right.
know, we have to do that.
Another thing that the administration's trying to pass is a national red flag law. So, would you like to cover that?
Yeah, National Red Flag Law is basically a law that basically what that means is that you don't really have due process, and they can red flag you for anything. Red flag means they can say, hey, look, this guy is a danger to himself or others, and it can be filed by a family member or any number of people.
And it looks like California is trying to redo that. At first, their red flag orders were only for family members and law enforcement to issue.
Yeah, I mean it's very interesting.
And very dangerous.
Oh yeah,
Because it ain't just dangerous for the people that they're going to take the guns from, but it's also dangerous from for the officers who have to go and do it.
oh, it's very dangerous for the officers that have to go do it.
And that's another thing. When they try to introduce this, call your local sheriffs and see where they stand on it and see if they support it or not.
Yeah,
My sheriff doesn't. The only laws he said he's enforcing are the current ones, but anything new, he will not enforce those.
yeah. I mean that's good. I would hope that he would decide not to enforce anything, but who knows? You just keep on working on them.
That's right. It's always good to talk to any officer for that matter to see where they stand. That way they know who. That way you know who's for our rights and those who are against our rights.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's one of those things where it's something that we need to keep up on.
Very much so. I mean, I go over all the articles from AMOLAND and Bearing Arms to see what's going on across the country.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Something that we definitely need to do
yeah.
is to keep an eye on everything that we can.
And now, one guy I've just started watching a couple months ago is Langley Outdoor Academy.
I haven't heard of that guy.
I don't know his full name. It's Braden with Langley Outdoor Academy. Just type that in on YouTube. and he's been putting out a lot of content every day.
Yeah, I definitely will do that. What type of content does he put out?
Mainly news, like he goes over what the administration's doing with gun control. Like last night, he just did one where the Guilford Law Center wants to do gun control without actually getting guns
You
taken away
mean
from people.
Giffords?
Yeah,
Yeah, they are. They are a pain in the butt.
I think all those gun control groups are. Moms Demand Action, Brady. They're doing whatever they can to basically strip the Second Amendment from us.
Yeah, that's exactly what they want to do. They want to strip the Second Amendment.
Yeah. I mean, with the case that just came out where Glock won against Brady, I mean, Biden's going to try to push even harder to try to repeal the PLCCA.
Yeah, they want to bankrupt the gun industry.
Right. They want to make it where, oh, somebody used a SIG to commit a crime. It's SIG's fault.
Yeah, exactly. Which, you don't blame Ford for a drunk driver.
No. You don't blame someone who makes a hammer because somebody used one to bash someone to death with it.
No, you don't. You definitely don't.
And Biden thinks the gun industry is the only industry that's not held accountable for anything that happens, and that's false. The only time they are usually held accountable is if there's a malfunction with the gun, or like if,
Like a Serbu.
yeah, like if there's a small malfunction and they don't do anything about it, and somebody gets hurt, yeah, they can be sued over that. But someone using a gun in a crime, no, they shouldn't be sued over that.
Yeah.
Right, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to say, oh, somebody used a Glock to commit a crime. It's Glock's fault because they manufactured that gun. I always think to myself, no, it's the person who used the Glock.
Yeah, definitely.
Highly definitely. That's why every time I see something coming out, I try to see what's going on and always call to make my senators and reps oppose it.
Yeah, I mean, you have to keep them on the ball. If you
Yeah,
don't, they will do whatever they choose to do, and usually it's not a good thing.
no. In fact, before 2005, people were suing the industry left and right because of crimes, because of people who used their guns in their crimes.
Yeah, like I said, it's to pin them out of business.
Right. So when that law passed in 2005, I bet the gun control groups were all mad about that.
Oh yeah, they definitely were.
Yeah, they just want to take away our rights and make it, or we can't defend ourselves.
Yeah, I mean that is something that they want to definitely do.
Yes. They want to make it harder for us to have certain types of guns, limit our ammunition capacity, limit the type of ammo we can buy and use. And where's it going to go from there? If they get rid of the Second Amendment, what's them to stop from repealing the First, the Fourth, the whole Constitution?
No, the First Amendment is. I mean, Second Amendment is what protects all the other ones, and
That's
it's the
right.
one that's in most danger. So that's the reason why we have to fight to protect it so much, because once we lose that, we're screwed, right?
Right. And if they say you have to turn in all your guns because the Second Amendment's no longer valid for citizens, how many of us would comply?
Not me.
Neither would I.
Yeah, there's not a chance in hell.
Not at all.
I mean,
The one thing that worries me is they want to. I know, like Colorado, California, Massachusetts, New York have registration of guns. Now they're going to try to pass that on a federal level.
yeah, they definitely are going to try to pass that on a federal level.
I could probably see certain states refusing to follow that order. Wyoming, Montana, Texas, Arizona.
Yeah, hopefully they do. I mean, that's the right thing to do, right? By their
Right.
citizens.
Yeah. I mean, I'm already starting to see more and more people coming out exercising their rights, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too, and hopefully they will continue to do that.
Right. Anything new happening in Virginia with good or bad news?
Not really. There is a case out of Winchester that GOA and VCDL is fighting against a gun ban on public property. But right now, our legislature isn't in session.
Hmm.
So basically, what that means is there's not a lot of things going on.
The governor of Louisiana is threatening to veto constitutional carry in their state.
Yeah,
In that
I see
state,
that. Yeah, I
the,
saw that he's trying to do that.
yeah. The thing is, the state's a blue state. Well, governor-wise, it's a Democrat in charge of the state, but he claims to be pro-gun.
Yeah, they always claim to be pro-gun, man. It's just what they do.
Well, and this is something I've heard Max say over and over: is not all Democrats are anti-gun, not all Republicans are pro-gun.
Yeah, but the majority,
Yeah, it's the majority on both sides.
the majority, you can tell.
Majority of Republicans are pro-gun. The majority of Democrats are anti-gun.
Yeah. So I mean, if you look at it that way, Governor of Louisiana claims to be pro-gun, but he also not for stuff like constitutional carry or anything like that.
Right. Now, I did see a video, and I'm hoping this is true, but it looks like Glock might be coming out with a carbine.
They've been saying that for like a long time. It just never happened. I don't know if I believe it or not.
Yeah. I hope they come out with something instead of another handgun. Although their guns are pretty good.
I mean, honestly, like the guns are very good. And I mean that's their bread and butter. So I mean, I can see why they wouldn't want to do it.
Right. Well, after the show's done, I will send you a link to Langley Outdoors Academy YouTube page.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would like to check them out.
Yeah, I mean, he does a great job. His videos, they can be short and long, between 4 to 10 minutes, but they're worth watching.
Yeah, like on my John Carpet News channel, I try to keep my videos under 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's like a little quick hit. I got another video coming out tomorrow that everyone's gonna want to check out.
So what's
I
going
think
on in tomorrow's video?
You're gonna have to turn. You're gonna have to tune in to find out. It's another leak, man.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably be at work when you put it out.
Yeah, it's gonna go out at like 9 a.m.
Oh, 2 hours before I have to go into work. So I'll
I'll
be able
send
to
you the
watch
link.
it.
I have a hidden link on my Patreon, but I'll send you it after.
Okay. Actually, you could send it to my phone. I upgraded to an iPhone finally.
I know, man. That's exciting. No more flip phone, right?
Yeah, and I still pay about the same amount every month on it, like I did my flip phone. But with the fight getting
Yeah.
bigger, I'm trying to keep up with everything.
Yeah. Most people do their stuff online anyway.
Yeah, the only thing I won't do online is buy guns. I'd rather just go to a shop and use cash.
Yeah. Well, um, that's why I support projects like Tusk and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think Tusk is a great project, and I think it's something that we all need to get behind.
yeah. Because I heard a lot of good things about Tusk.
Yep. Yep, I'm a huge supporter of Tusk. I'm an investor, but I'm also sponsored by them, so full disclosure there.
Okay.
But I'm a sponsor because I'm an investor, and so they're a sponsor of me, and because buy private when you can. Exactly, Kermit Love Bacon. Definitely buy private, man. But we shouldn't be forced to buy private, right? And plus, they're
Right.
gonna start doing stuff like plus a lot of states, including Virginia, have universal background checks. So it's almost impossible to buy private. Plus, we shouldn't like things like magazines and stuff. They're gonna start to regulate that stuff and stop, allowing people to use credit cards to buy gun parts, which is going to be bad. Um, I
Right.
did find something bad that uh, will be coming out soon. It's something that I was told by a source. I can't break it quite yet, but I plan to break it hopefully next week, and I think it's going to be kind of a little bit shocking to everyone, and things are a little bit worse than what people think.
I
Um,
bet. That's and like um Kermit Love Bacon said, just buy private when you can. I try to buy most of my guns through private buys, but there's gonna be every now and then I will buy from a dealer if they have something good in. But I try to do private buys either through like private sellers at a gun show or like in the back or at a Walmart parking lot out of a trunk.
Best way to buy it.
Yeah. Yes, I'd say out of all the guns I've bought, I would say maybe 4 or 5 were through an FFL. The rest were all private buys. Because I know all my handguns were bought through an FFL, and my AR lower was an FFL.
Yeah. I'm about to buy a new AR lower. The
Mm.
Hank Strange lower from Safety Harbor Firearms.
I seen that. No, one of my local shops I like to buy from or and even visit is Hessling and Sons, and I share their stuff on Facebook whenever they post something. They're a class 3 dealer.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
yeah, so whenever I'm in there, I do see suppressors, but I'd love to see machine guns being sold up there too, even modern ones instead of the old pre 1986 ones.
They're pretty, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm thinking about getting my SOT again.
SOT on what? Like, what kind of dealer is that?
It means I can own post band machine guns.
How much do one of those license cost?
$11 a year, but I have someone that wants to build me a 1919.
Uh, that'd be nice to own on full
Except,
auto.
it needs to be the way it is. It needs to be It needs to be what am I trying to say? Sorry. It needs to be it's basically a replica machine gun.
Of a World War II era machine gun.
Yeah, so it needs to be the thing is it can't be it can't be damn it. It can't be it can't be transferred to someone without a SOT.
So it's $11,000 a year to have that SOT.
No, $1,000.
1,000.
Yeah.
I need a better job than fast food to get that kind of money.
Yeah.
'Cause if I have an SOT, I could people could have me build machine guns to test fire.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing to have. I'm just worried that I kind of piss off the ATF a lot.
Yeah. No, don't we all? I mean, a couple of years ago, I thought
Oh,
all
me
the
especially.
yeah, because you always write out articles about them.
Yeah, I got more leaks coming in, like 2 more leaks coming from them.
Hmm.
Well, one from the FBI actually.
I a couple of years ago was excited about getting my first real pistol that I was gonna keep, and filled out my paperwork wrong. So I had 4 ATF agents show up at my house.
What do they want? What do they say?
They just wanted to make sure, because this was right after the Dayton shooting. They just wanted to make sure I wasn't doing anything illegal. They just said, I just told them I was excited. I would not do anything illegal. They shook my hand, left, and gave me the okay to buy it.
Okay.
But that was my fault.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to fill up freaking up 4473. The Red Dawn thing.
No, yeah, yeah. They'll just go and look at it, which was on our last shows. Why people go, oh, the 4473. They might not have the type of gun that has the. I believe before the new paperwork came out, it had the serial number on it and your name and address. That's all they need. They don't need to know what type of gun it is. They just have the serial number and who it went to.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stupid crap out there.
Yeah. And even ATF shouldn't exist. The only way they should be exist if they were a convenience store, not a government agency.
I agree.
Yeah. Just walk in there, get your booze, some tobacco, and a firearm, and walk out. No more than $200 for all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
Now
think we
whether
just.
that no, I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah. I think we just basically covered more of the stuff tonight that was actually on the good side.
All right. Anything else going on?
No, not really. Just all that news that came out. You ever watch Bearing Arms with Cam Edwards?
Not too much. I have seen it. Cam, I do know Cam,
Yeah,
good guy. I
I've
just don't really have time to watch a lot of
uh,
stuff.
I've been watching his channel too, so I've been getting more and more
It's
what's
it's
good and
it's a
what's
good
not.
channel.
Oh yeah, I'm subscribed to the channel. I'm subscribed to a lot of channels, including both your channels.
I do have two channels.
Yeah.
If you like John Crump Live, if you like live streams, and if you like the pre-recorded short form content, John Crump Live is long form. John Crump News is short form.
Okay. And for the closing statements, do you have anything to say? Tell people who you are and where they can find you.
Yeah, John Crump News, John Crump Live here, and of course on AMOLED, you go to crumpy.com. And yeah, just like chill at crumpy.com. We have a Discord. I think it's crumpy.com/Discord. You can come in and talk to other Patriots. And we have a lot of fun over there. It's a really good community.
All right. And with that, that is the end of the show tonight. Take care, man.
All right. Thank you, man.
All
All right. Bye
right.
bye.
Bye.